Hi, frugal friends! Welcome to your daily dose of frugality. On the YouTube channel is Fire for Me. My name's Kim, and I am here with your cheap tactic for clutter of the day. Today's tip is every time you buy an item, get rid of one. This is a clever clutter reduction tactic that keeps you from accumulating stuff and also saves you money. Every time you buy a non-essential item, commit to getting rid of another item you already own. For example, if you decide to buy a nifty new kitchen knife, commit to eliminating another similar knife. If you buy a new book, get rid of a book you already have by giving it to a friend or taking it to a used bookstore. This makes you carefully consider a new purchase and helps to eliminate clutter when you do decide to bring home something new. I think that this item has some good potential. I think it really depends on sort of the items that you're bringing in and sending out. I can think of a lot of examples of where I wouldn't necessarily want to do this. Like if I'm bringing home a new plant, I don't think I'd want to get rid of a plant. Like the whole idea is to just kind of have more plants. I think the same thing goes for like bigger purchases. You know, if you're bringing in maybe a new laptop because your desktop isn't exactly what you're looking for, but you'll use both systems. Don't get rid of one if you're going to use them both. But I think for other things, you know, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, if you buy some new clothes, maybe it's a good time to go through your closet and get rid of items that you don't use as often or that don't fit right anymore. Same thing with knives. I mean, don't buy a knife if you have perfectly good knives, but I'm guessing if you want to buy a new knife, it's because your knives aren't sharp or maybe they're, you know, not the right size or something. So sure, trade a working knife for a non-working knife. And so you don't become someone who has stacks and stacks of books everywhere. Sure, maybe bring in a book and let a book go. But again, if you're only buying books because you know you'll read them over and over again, you don't have to let a book go when you bring in a new book. Just use the library instead. So I'd love to hear if this is something that you implement at your house and if you really like it, and if you also think that maybe there's certain situations where it doesn't make sense, but other situations where it definitely does make sense. I'd love to hear about that in the comments below as well. I will see you back here tomorrow for another daily dose of frugality. Thanks for tuning in.